Now then YouTube, welcome to another video. I know it's been a while and you've not seen me do a vlog for a while, and quite a lot of my old videos have disappeared. Well, they're not really disappeared, they're in playlists, but I'll explain how to get to them later if you want. How are we doing? I've had a bit of a break from vlogging and stuff. Didn't really like vlogging, fell out with it for a little bit, fell out with, you know, vloggers in general really, all the influencers and all that shit. Thought, I don't really want to be a part of that anymore, which is kind of ironic to say when you're doing a vlog, which we are now, technically, I guess. Now, the last time I posted, I still had my K20 MRS. This is not a K20 MRS. It's, I know it's black and it's the same here and everything. It's pretty much the same car, but it's not the one. It's different. You can tell by the sick rims that we've got on it. It's a different car. Now, this one's a bit of a beast. As you can tell by the chromie. You know, the shinier the exhaust metal, the shinier it is, the better it is. That's what everyone tells me when you're buying these Chinese exhaust manifolds. It'll be fine. Looks a lot better than the original one. Oh, look at this. I had a bit of a tidy up yesterday. Look at that. You know what that is, don't you? If you're an MR2 owner, you know what that is. This might look like a mess, but you should have seen it yesterday. This thing's going to be a little weapon, perhaps. As much of a weapon as a 140 brake horsepower MR2 can do. There's quite a lot going on here. Obviously it looks like quite a mess. I've been dicking around with my dashboard quite a lot. Well, this is a hard thing to try and show. That dashboard actually fits quite well now with the cage in and stuff. It's I've got the jigsaw out. I normally cut those things with an angle grinder, but I use a jigsaw this time. It's so much better. So obviously under here is my E46. I don't think it was on the ground last time you saw it, so that's something at least. I've got my new diff on. Well, it's a standard diff but with a 4.1 final drive. They're hard race camber arms. Can't tell you if they're any good or not because the car's not moved. It's back together somewhat. You can probably tell that my charcoal canister, I've removed that normally sits there. But I've not done any of the pipe work or anything to get that back on. You can see my new subframe mounts up there looking good. But yeah, this is unfinished. I got it back together. So yeah, she's still there. Just been all my time pretty much since selling the K20 MR2, which went to Barcelona, by the way. Now looks like this, very cool. And they've converted it to left-hand drive. So if you've seen a black MRS and you're thinking, oh, that's that K20 one, it's definitely not. Not unless it's in Barcelona. Now the Integra has not changed much, I don't think. I can't remember how it was last time. It's all painted in here now, and like along the chassis rails and stuff. These runs in the middle, they were from when I painted the inside of the car about 4 years ago then. But it's all good, don't worry about that. And I've got the new motor to go in with my DC2 engine mounts from Innovative Mounts. Gonna finally use those. Now, I did try and put this in yesterday, but it's got a slight little crack in it. I only noticed that when I was about to put the clutch in yesterday. The rest of it's fine, you know, it's plenty of life and all that shite, but just before you think I'm a total gypsy. Right, gonna have a little overview of what I'm doing today, because when you look at it like that, it looks like a right mess, doesn't it? I mean, it is a right mess, but these are the things that we've got to do. So I'm putting 3 switches in the middle there. Take note of how shit it looks now, because then it'll look better when we put it all back together, probably. So my 3 switches, I've got a little heater to replace all the standard air blower units and all that. So we've got a little race heater which is going to sit like down there somewhere, and then we've got another one coming off the ignition switch down here, which goes into the cut-off switch, which is this big bastard. It's not connected to the battery now, so don't worry. That door did used to be yellow. Right, I'm gonna get this mostly back together and test my switches. So give me a few minutes and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so what am I doing with this wiring? I've got the dashboard back in, look, and I've put the front hoops of the cage just to show you how it all looks. But let's start back here, because this is where the original battery would be on the MR2s. It's around here somewhere. And these 2 wires here, you've got your feed from your starter motor and your alternator. Basically bunged them together into 1 wire. And then come through. I'm going to clip it all up around the edge, but at the minute it's just a bit loose. And then that wire goes up and into my switch, which is in the back of here, and obviously it's cardboard now, but just getting the mock up. I'm going to use plastic after this. I've already bought the plastic. I'm just going to use a bit of plastic sheeting, nothing fancy. So we've got the cable there that comes from the alternator and the starter motor going to this switch, and then off the back of the switch is where it's connected to the battery. This is a battery which is just earthed here as well. You can't see, it's just a real short earth lead. There's my battery. It's a small one. That's a Odyssey P6080 case. It's not an Odyssey battery because I'm too tight, but that's how it is. So at the minute we've got no lights or anything like that. Everything's dead. That's because there's not a key in there. Alright, so this is the key that we're going to be using. Looks pretty simple, right? So at the minute, I'll tell you what we can do. I'll bung my ignition on now. Obviously there's nothing there, right? Because we've got no power. But if I then insert my key into here, that way, and then give it a switch. Ooh. Did expect more lights than that, to be honest. Alright, that was because I hadn't plugged the ignition switch back in, which is needed to turn the ignition on. To save time, I've already put it in the on position. Hey, got some lights and stuff. I'll give it a fire. It's cold today, so we'll see what happens. Nope. Oh, power steering's coming. Okay, third time lucky. So this switch, it's got 4 pins on the back of it, and I had it in the wrong 2. So, you know, we're getting there. So it's in the on position now. And it should crank because I've just tested it. Right, I'm going to call time on this vlog because I think you've got an idea of what I'm up to. That was the point of the video. Got a new clutch as well, this. It's got a proper clutch in it, like the most expensive clutch I've ever bought. And it's in this bag of shit. But there'll be more to show. When it's all back together, I'll probably do maybe a video on the car or something so you can see how it ended up looking. It should be done by the end of next month, really. Everything should be in and should be working by then, hopefully. But I'll show you when I do. And any decent progress on any of these two, you know, probably will make a video. I just don't want to be making videos just all the time and not really getting much done. But I mean, there's loads of other YouTubers out there. I watch, who do I watch these days? Donut Media. The Nürburgring video the other day was quite good. That's all right. Adam's still making videos. Adam Ivel still making videos. Who else do you watch? Jimmy Broadbent sometimes. You know, I'm not that into the gaming videos. There's a lot of gaming videos, but some of them are just alright videos, so that's quite nice. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the bottom line is I've not really had that much to share. That's why I've not really been sharing. And I did think about my YouTube channel. I did think I didn't really want to do the vlogging anymore. And I thought I was going to like change how I was going to make videos and maybe make videos in a different way, but you know, keep making videos. But I kind of never got my head around that, and I was just not that interested, and I'm still not that interested ultimately. So I'll do the odd video now and again if I've got something proper to show. Like I thought when I got the M3 on the road, I thought I'd make a video on that and, you know, say how the 4.1 final drive was, you know, after talking about it for so long. And when this thing gets out and starts competing, I don't want to do any like vlog from the tracks or anything like that. I just want to do the race. But I mean, I'm sure I'll have some interesting clips to upload of races and stuff like that. So it would not be a Ben Rushy. That's someone you can watch if you like fast videos with good track driving. Ben Rushy is pretty good. Okay, so that's the end of the vlog. So yeah, I've still got my mess. I've still got my shit everywhere. We're still doing stuff. I'm still alive, just about. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Next time I do something interesting, it probably won't be this month, or it might be next month. Maybe a running this when it's all together and that. Maybe that'll be the next video, but until then, I'm not done. I will sort out my old videos and I'll put them into a playlist so you can still go and watch them. They're only unlisted, they're not deleted, they're just unlisted. I meant to organise it all, but didn't. So, but I will do, I promise. I'll put, if nothing else, I'll just put all the old vlogs in an old vlog classic playlist, and you can go and watch it if you want. Or you can search through for a specific. I know there's been a lot of people who want like a specific video because they want to remember how something was done or remember what I said about something. Then it's like, oh, you know, you might have to look through them yourselves. But you know, I'll make them all so you can view them in a playlist at least. Yeah, fair dues. Sound good? And then I'll see you in another video when I do something interesting. Which, don't know. Did you know the rear quarter panel's bolted off on these? That's quite cool, isn't it? I'll leave you on that.